Okay, good afternoon everyone. So we'll start today with environment and ecology. So if you look at environment and ecology portions, it is asked in case of prelims, it is asked in the case of mains also, and important also for your interview, especially if you're also writing forest services, very important for your interview. And you know that in prelims there is a common prelims for whom? Yeah, common prelims for civil service examination and IFS examination. That's why environment is one of the topics that regularly are asking for more marks in case of prelims. So more marks is something that is okay being asked from this one, because we have a common prelims for both, okay, for civil services examination and forest services examination. So for forest, environment is necessary, and since we have a common prelims for civil services also, okay, this is okay, what this is continuously being asked in the case of examinations. Clear? So if you see the number of questions, okay, that has appeared in case of, okay, what in case of examination, what is the trend that you have? Now this is a trend, okay, that you are finding with regard to number of questions that has been asked over a period of time in the case of examination. So in 2017, 15 question, 2018, 17 question, 21, 22, 20, 12, 14. This is okay, what the number of questions that has been asked related to environment and ecology in the previous year part. Fine. So if you're finding this, okay, on an average, what you are finding? On an average, you are finding 15 to 17 questions that is going to come from this particular part. On an average, okay, you are getting this much questions from the environment section. So on an average 15 to 17 questions what you are getting from the environment sections. So 15 to 17 out of 100, okay, that you are getting. This is okay, what this is a very good number of ratio, and this much is okay, what this much is almost sure, okay, that you are going to get in the examination, because okay, as we discussed, we have a common prelims with the IFOS. Okay, now with regard to what, with regard to other subject, let's say with regard to polity, with regard to economics, okay, with regard to history, okay, the number of questions are varying. Okay, UPSCs tend to ask sometimes more number of questions, UPSC tend to ask sometimes lesser number of questions. Like some okay, year they have asked more from medieval history, some year they have asked more from modern history, some year they have asked more from ancient history. So you will not be able to rely on, you have to read everything, you will not be able to rely that if only I'll read modern history, because some year UPSC has not asked question from modern history, they have asked only questions from medieval history, or they have asked question from ancient history with one or two question only from the modern history. So there is a fluctuation that is okay happening in other part, okay, that is okay there. But okay, with regard to environment, you are sure of nothing but okay, around 15 to 17 questions that you are going to get from this particular area. Fine. Now the second thing that you have to keep in mind is, if you are getting 15 to 17 question, what important is, okay, that you have to have preparation for attempting around 12 to 13 question. This much, okay, you will need to have a preparation, because it is not possible to attempt all the questions in this sections. It is not possible to attempt all questions in this section. Okay, you will make mistake in this particular question. Okay, so what you have to do is, what you have to prepare yourself so that you can attempt 12 to 13 question correctly. If you do this much, this will give you an edge over others, because others are not going to do 4 to 5 questions more than that, okay, in this particular section. Clear? So what you have to do is, what you have to orient your preparation in such a way that you can attempt around 12 to 13 questions from this particular environment section, if it is okay being asked around 15 to 17 questions, because all questions are what, all questions, okay, you cannot attempt because of, okay, various reasons. As we progress, okay, we'll discuss, okay, why you will not be attempting all the questions, okay, why it is difficult to attempt all the questions. So environment is a section which can give you an edge over the others. Okay, it can give you an edge over the others, because okay, polity, history, okay, is somewhat comparable with the others, but this is a section that can give you edge over the others. Why? Also, this section requires certain background knowledge. Okay, you need to have certain background knowledge. Background knowledge of what? background knowledge of certain subjects. So you need to have a bit of information regarding what? You have to have bit of information regarding geography. That knowledge is something that is okay required. You have to have bit of information regarding science and technology, especially biology section and a bit of chemistry sections. You have to have bit of knowledge about this one, science and technology part. Then you have to have okay a bit of information regarding okay international relations. That is okay something also important. So this subject requires a bit of nothing but okay your background knowledge also, knowledge of other subject. Okay, without this okay you will not be able to nothing but okay what you will not be able to understand fully economics, fully environment. And if you are not able to fully understand the environment, you will not be able to attempt the questions. Okay, that is okay there, clear? So what important is okay what important is okay that you try to nothing but okay what you try to go through the other subjects okay knowledge. This knowledge is going to be integrated. This is going to be integrated in case of nothing but okay your environment section. How it will be integrated? For example, let's say okay if the question is asked with regard to national park, okay, that which national park are lying in a Kaveri region, river region. So this is how the Kaveri river is flowing. Okay, in Kaveri region, how many national park that you are getting? Okay, what are the national park that lies in the case of Kaveri region, or what are the national park that lies in the Western Ghat region? Clear? So what you see is a bit of okay a bit of geographical knowledge is something that is okay necessary, background knowledge is something that is okay necessary, then only you will be able to attempt okay these type of questions that is okay there. Clear? Now let's assume the question is being asked okay the regarding nothing but okay diatoms. Okay, that whether diatoms are saprophyte, whether it is okay whether it is okay the heterotrophic, autotrophic. Okay, which type of things okay that you are finding with regard to diatom. Now if you are aware regarding diatom, then only okay then only you can answer this question, what is diatom. If you are not aware, then you cannot answer this type of question that is okay there. Okay, so diatom okay is what you study in case of biology. Okay, it is a part of nothing but okay biology. Algae, okay, when you are studying about algae, like you study about viruses, bacteria, algae. Okay, so okay when you are studying about that okay you are going to get okay information regarding diatoms. Okay, so a bit of okay a bit of background knowledge of other subject is something that is okay required in case of what, in case of nothing but okay doing the environment portion that is okay there. Clear? So this subject is something that is okay integrative subject. Okay, integrative subject means linked with other subject. Basically geography, basically science and tech is required, basically international relation is something a bit required, because you are dealing with a lot of conventions in okay environment. Okay, so you are dealing with a lot of conventions in the environment. Let's say to minimize pollution, what are the international convention that has been formed? To deal with protection species, what are the international convention okay is being formed? To deal with the waste management, what are the international convention has been formed? So for that okay you require a bit of nothing but okay international relations also that is okay there. Clear? So that's what okay we are going to okay do in case of examination. We'll try to link environment with these subjects, so that okay what will happen, you also have certain background knowledge to deal with okay to deal with nothing but okay these particular areas. Fine? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So this is okay trend of okay, as we discussed, number of questions okay that is being asked from what environment sections over a period of years. So 15 to 17 question is what you are getting in the prelims. In the mains, what is okay happening? So as we discussed, geography is important from okay mains perspective also. So in mains okay geography environment is a part of it is a part of GS paper 3. Okay, environment is a part of your GS paper 3. But in case of okay in case of okay mains examination, environment is more broader and it is integrated with your geography also. Okay, environment is more broader and it is integrated with your geography also. That's why environment link questions can be asked either in okay either in your GS paper 1, linking geography with environment, or it can be, as we discussed separately, is a part of GS paper 3 where environment questions can be asked. Okay, so either it can be asked, okay, related with nothing but, okay, GS paper 1, okay, or it can be asked related to nothing but, okay, GS paper 3. Fine. Let's say if question, okay, is being asked, okay, in paper 3 question can be asked, what are the measures government is taking to control air pollution? Like Delhi is currently facing, okay, lot of pollution. What measures government is taking to control air pollution? Those type of questions you can get in case of nothing but, okay, GS paper 3. Clear? Or in paper 1, how climate change, okay, now climate change is a topic that you are going to study where in the environment, but how climate change has increased the frequency of flooding in India. Okay, how climate change has led to increase in frequency of flooding in case of India, that is okay there. That type of linking questions can be asked in the case of nothing but, okay, geography. So in mains, okay, geography and environment is a more integrative one. That's why you are going to get questions related to, okay, what, related to geography. Also, okay, in case of nothing but, okay, what, GS paper 1, and this geography question will be linked with the environment sections. Fine. So this is, okay, how you have to, okay, approach towards what, this is how you need to approach towards the preparation part. So your preparation need to be what, your preparation need to be more of a holistic preparation. Okay, when you are trying to prepare, when you are trying to prepare it in holistic manner. Holistic manner means what? Involves your prelims also, involves your nothing but, okay, mains preparation also. Prepare the topics from both the angles. Okay, clear? Do this in holistic manner. This will, okay, to create a better understanding. It will create a better understanding of topic. Fine. Now the second thing that you have to keep in mind is, okay, before starting your preparation, you have to be ready with your syllabus. You have to be ready with your syllabus. Syllabus is something that is, okay, very important. You have to, okay, read your syllabus carefully and identify the topics. Okay, identify the topics that can be important for the examination perspective. And on those topics, lot of current affairs will come, and syllabus helps you to pick which current affairs you need to read, focus on, which current affairs you should avoid. Okay, clear? So this syllabus is something that is, okay, very important. Syllabus allows you to nothing but, okay, what, allows you to choose which current affairs you need to pick up, which current affairs you need to avoid. Fine. So here what you are finding is, if you look at, okay, what, if you look at your syllabus part, now this is, okay, what, okay, you are getting in case of, okay, the syllabus of environment. Clear? Fine. Okay, so the first is, okay, what, ecology section, in which basic concept related to ecosystem is there, their structure, their function, biotic and abiotic component, food chain, food wave, and ecological interaction. That is, okay, first topic. Second is a biodiversity topic, which involves types and level of biodiversity, biodiversity hotspot, endangered and endemic species, and conservation effort that you are taking to protect these species. Third is a climate change. That is, okay, what actions we are taking to protect climate change. What are, okay, the meaning of mitigation, adaptation. Okay, what are the global strategy we are taking up, okay, to protect climate change. Environmental pollution. What are the types of pollution that you are having. Environmental degradation. Okay, environmental degradation, that is deforestation, land degradation, desertification, those things. What are the conservation efforts, like national park you are creating, wildlife sanctuaries you are creating, community reserve you are creating. So what are conservation effort you are taking up. Environmental laws and policies in India. What are the major act, like Environmental Protection Act is there, Forest Conservation Act is there, Wildlife Protection Act is there, Biodiversity Act is there. So all those environmental laws you have to keep in mind. Sustainable development. This is, okay, new model, new, okay, what, new goals that you have to achieve, that is going to be asked. And lastly, environmental movement. Okay, any of the environmental movement that are being taken to protect, that is going to be big, okay, asked in the case of examination. Okay, so just, okay, note down, okay, the major, okay, what major topics: ecology, biodiversity, climate change, environmental pollution, environmental degradation, conservation effort. So these are okay what, these are nothing but okay important thing that are being asked in the case of examination. So any news related to this you have to cover, okay, in your current affairs. Any news related to this you have to cover. That is okay, important part you have to keep in mind. Fine. Sources, yeah, welcome. So broadly what we do is, okay, we classify the environment into 6 major topic. This is okay, first topic that you have. The second major topic is your biodiversity and protected areas. Protected areas. That is, what are the conservation effort you are taking, biodiversity and protected areas. The third major thing that you're seeing is what? The third major thing that you are seeing is a climate change. The fourth is pollution and waste management. Pollution and waste management. The fifth is okay, sustainable development and renewable energy. Sustainable development and renewable energy. And the last that you have is what? The last that you have is agriculture. So these are the 6 major topic that we classify in case of environment. Okay, so ecology and environment, that is okay there. Then biodiversity conservation effort, we write it as a biodiversity and protected areas. Climate change and okay, pollution, environmental pollution, which also include your environmental laws and policies, that is okay there. Then you have sustainable development and renewable energy, that is okay there. Then there is okay another section which is okay, agriculture, because you know that agriculture is okay one of the other sources which can cause pollution, okay, which can cause pollution, excess fertilizer, excess pesticides, okay, if over irrigation you are doing, all these can cause nothing but okay, pollution. So agriculture is okay another major topic that you have to study, clear. And we are okay bringing new type of nothing but okay what, new type of things like genetic, okay, seeds, genetically modified crops and etc. So those okay what, those impact on environment, those type of questions you are going to get from the examination from this particular topic. So these are okay what, these are the 6 major area that you have to focus on in case of what, in case of your environment sections. Fine. Now with regard to sources, what are the sources that you need to refer? So one book okay that is okay there is a environment by Shankar IAS, okay, this is okay one book, or environment by PMF IAS. Okay, so these are the 2 books, either you can take it, okay, environment by nothing but okay Shankar IAS or environment by nothing but okay PMF IAS. Okay, these are the publications, okay, these are the books, okay, that is released by these groups, okay, and basically dealing with the environment okay part, that is okay there. This can be okay one of the your source, okay, that is okay there. Along with that there's NCRT 12th class biology, 12th class biology, especially last 5 chapters you have to read it. From here, okay, you have to read last 5 chapters, okay. So 12th class biology NCRT, where you have to read okay last 5 chapters. This deals with your okay ecosystem, this deals with your biotechnology, this deals with your biodiversity, okay. So those are the okay what, those are the things you have to read from okay NCRT 12th class biology, okay. Don't skip it. because okay, questions has been directly asked from these chapters, okay, that is okay there. So 12th class biology and last 5 chapters, okay, that you need to do from this particular 12th class biology. Clear? And the third thing that you have to keep in mind is what? The third thing that you have to keep in mind is the current affairs. Current affairs. Now this is okay, very important. This is okay, very important, current affairs. Questions are okay, generally dealing with this aspect only, with okay, related to basics part. Okay, so current affairs is okay, very important for environment sections. Fine. So current affairs you have to do, and current affairs you can do it either if you are reading a newspaper, you can in your notes, okay, through the newspaper. If not newspaper, if you are reading any monthly compilation, any magazine, okay, that you are reading related to current affairs that contain environment sections, so you can do your current affairs from that particular. Okay, so either you can do it from okay, the newspaper, or you can do it from nothing but okay, monthly compilation, okay, which is okay, magazine. Clear? Whatever okay, till now current affairs are there, we are going to include that in class, but in future, because you are going to write examination okay, in next year, so what till okay, that you have to update your notes okay, with current affairs, that is okay there. Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind with regard to okay, the base book. Okay, so PMF IS or Shankar IS, okay, you can take either of these, okay, which is okay, going to be what? Going to be one of book. NCRT, okay, 12th class, okay, that you have to do 5 chapters. Newspaper, okay, or monthly magazine, whichever you are doing, okay, for your current affairs environment section, you have to do that. Fine. Yeah, it's too bulky. Both books are bulky. Okay, even PMF IS book is bulky. Environment will the class notes. Yeah, okay, a bit will okay cover okay what we are going to cover, but see, either you are whatever books you are doing, let's say Shankar IS you are doing, or PMF IS you are doing, or class notes, okay, that current affairs what you are covering, any one source you choose it and you do it 3-4 times, okay, not one time. Okay, so any source okay, that you are choosing, do it for nothing but okay, 3-4 times, okay, that is okay there. Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind, because okay, it requires constant revision. If you are not revising, you will not be okay, remembering things. Okay, so this requires nothing but okay, constant revision, that is okay, very important. Fine. So these are okay, what? These are nothing but okay, sources that you keep in mind, that you have to what? You have to nothing but okay, read it for your environmental section. Fine. So now we are coming to the first topic, which is okay, environment. Okay, what do you understand by the term environment? Okay, any other thing? Yes, okay, which are living and non-living. Any other thing what you can add? What you can add with regard to environment? Now anything that is okay, what? Anything that is surrounding you is your environment. Okay, anything that is surrounding you is what? Environment. Clear? So environment can be what? Environment can be small also. It can be okay, big as a universe also. Okay, it can be as big as your universe also, because universe is surrounding you. So it can be very small. It can be classroom also, like this classroom is also an environment for you. You are sitting in this environment, that is okay there. So this is a small thing, and okay, what will happen is okay, if you are seeing from macro perspective, what will happen? It can be as big as nothing but okay, universe, that is okay there. Clear? So what you are seeing is what? What you are seeing is okay, let's say this okay environment. When we are talking about a class, when we are talking about class, in class, okay, you are finding certain okay, what? Certain student. In class you are finding certain table, chair, okay, you are finding okay, this board. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, there are certain living things okay, that are there, and there are certain non-living things okay, that are there, okay, which are existing in this environment, that is okay there. Clear? So basically environment, okay, say it is what? It is consisting of two component, a biotic component and biotic component. We say environment is consisting of two component. One is called as a abiotic component and second is called as nothing but okay biotic component, that you have to keep in mind. Clear? What is abiotic means? Okay, abiotic means yes, okay, non-living, basically physical thing that you are finding, physical element that you are finding. And biotic means what? Something that is okay living or derived from living organism. Okay, those are called as nothing but okay biotic component. Fine. So basically what we discuss is environment is what? Environment is consisting of okay your things that are surrounding you. It can be as small okay as this classroom we talked about, it can be as big as nothing but okay universe we talked about. It can include what? It can include your biotic component or it can include your abiotic component. Biotic means okay physical elements okay that you are finding surrounding you. Abiotic biotic means living organism. Abiotic means what? Physical element that are surrounding you. Now this biotic and abiotic is what? They are constantly interacting with each other. This biotic and abiotic is constantly interacting with each other. There is interaction between biotic also. There's an interaction between biotic and abiotic also. Clear? So this constant interaction is something that is okay taking place. Suppose okay there is a plant. Okay, there is a plant. Now this plant is okay what? This plant is interacting with the soil. Okay, it is absorbing nutrient from where? It is absorbing nutrient from where? Nutrient from the soil. Okay, so it is okay. Soil is which type of element? Okay, it is your physical element, abiotic element that is okay there. Clear? So soil is which type of element? It is okay abiotic element. Okay, non-living element that you are finding. It is which type of element? Abiotic element. Okay, so this plant is interacting with the soil. This plant is absorbing nutrient from where? It is absorbing nutrient from soil that is okay there. Clear? What plant is absorbing? It is absorbing light, sunlight. Okay, how it prepares photosynthesis? So you know that in photosynthesis what happens? In photosynthesis what happens? You have 6 CO2, 6 H2O combines to form what? Glucose. Okay, this happens in the presence of this happens in the presence of sunlight. Okay, so plant is okay absorbing what? Plant is absorbing sunlight. So light is what? Light is what? Abiotic element. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So you see a living organism, biotic organism. Plant is a living organism. Plant is interacting with what? Light. Plant is interacting with what? Soil. Plant is interacting with whom? Water. So all these are what? All these are nothing but okay your abiotic element okay that are present. Okay, so what is okay what is environment that you are finding is environment is consisting of both biotic and abiotic element, and there is a constant interaction that is okay taking place between what? Biotic and abiotic element that is okay there. Clear? There is constant interaction between biotic also. Okay, how interaction between biotic? Yeah, living organism interact with each other, like we are okay interacting with okay each other, that is okay there. Or okay you'll see okay the plants are what? Plants are referred as a producer, and okay they provide fruits, and on these fruits okay we are nothing but okay dependent on. So we are okay interacting with what? Interact with the plants for the food. Okay, we are interacting with the plants for food, that is okay there. So there is a biotic interaction also, there is a biotic abiotic interaction also that you are finding. Fine, any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now when you are trying to study this interaction, when you're trying to study this interaction, you're trying to study biotic abiotic interaction between biotic interaction between biotic and abiotic, this study is referred as what? This study is referred as what? This study is referred as a ecology. Okay, so what is ecology? Ecology is nothing but okay the study of whom? It is a study of nothing but okay biotic abiotic interaction that is okay happening in the case of environment. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what is ecology? Ecology is the study of the interaction that is taking place, okay, which is biotic interaction or biotic abiotic interaction that is taking place. So this is what we called as what? This is what we called as the ecology. Fine, clear the term environment, clear the term ecology. Any doubt regarding these two terms? Okay, right on. Ecology is defined as Ecology is defined as the study of ecology is defined as the study of interaction between organism and between organism and its physical environment. Between organism and its physical environment. Between organism and its physical environment. Fine. Now the term, ecology is given by the person called Ernst Haeckel. Now he has coined this term called ecology. Okay. So, who has coined the term ecology? The term ecology has been coined by the person Ernst Haeckel. Okay. So he has coined this term called ecology. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what is ecology? In simple term, we discuss interaction between organism means what? Biotic, and interaction between organism and physical environment means biotic, abiotic. This interaction is called as what? This interaction is called as a ecology. Who has coined the term ecology? Ernst Haeckel has coined the term ecology. Clear? Any doubt? Now there's a two term that is related with ecology that you are going to constantly find in news. One is called as a deep ecology, another you're gonna find is a shallow ecology. Okay, so now we have studied ecology. Okay, now there is a two term that you are constantly going to find in news. One is called as a deep ecology, another is going to be called as a shallow ecology. Fine. Like, if you see the news, now you can see this one, honest deep ecology, reevaluating our place in nature. Okay, you can see this is the term that is used called as a deep ecology. Okay, now you can see this news also. Okay, what is deep ecology? Philosophy, principle, and criticism, that is there. So what you see is there is a term constantly that is being used called deep ecology, reconnecting with the nothing but natural world. Okay, so the first of all, who has given this idea of nothing but who has given this idea of nothing but the deep ecology? It is given by Ernst. Okay, this is a philosopher who is giving the idea of whom? This is a philosopher who is giving the idea of deep ecology. Okay, so that part you have to keep in mind. Who has given idea of deep ecology? This idea has been given by Ernst. Okay, currently we are following the model of shallow ecology. Okay, currently we are following the model of shallow ecology. So what you see is the Ernst is saying that we have to we have to move from shallow ecology towards what? Towards nothing but deep ecology, and that's why the term deep ecology is constantly coming in news. Fine. So what is the term shallow ecology means, and what is the term deep ecology means? So what is these two terms, shallow ecology or deep ecology means? Basically, shallow ecology say keep man at the center. Keep man at the center. Okay, so that's why it is called as anthropocentric in nature. Okay, it is called as nothing but anthropocentric in nature. Why? Because anthro means dealing with the men. Okay, dealing with the men. So anthropocentric in nature because it is keeping man at the center, and it is saying that environment is what? Okay, environment is what? Environment is there for benefit of men. So men can utilize environment for its own benefit. Okay, men can utilize environment for what? Men can utilize environment for your own benefit. Like, okay, you are using, okay, what? You are using minerals like iron, copper. You are using minerals, no? Why you, okay, you are using this minerals to make what? Make things, okay, make things. With iron you are making things, with copper you are making things. From where this, okay, you are getting iron, copper, you are getting it from nothing but, okay, environment. And this you are modifying for what? This you are modifying for your own benefit, that is okay there, clear? Or you are getting nothing but, okay, what? You are making this table, you are making this chair, okay. Why you are making this table, chair? For your own benefit, okay, you are making it up. How you are making? By cutting the trees, deforestation you are doing, okay, cutting the trees, you are making, okay, wood. With wood you are making furniture, okay, that is okay there, clear? So it is okay, what? It is keeping man at the center and saying that, okay, what? Environment is there to benefit whom? Environment is there to benefit the humans, okay. Environment is there to benefit the humans. So man is at the center, that is okay there, clear? And the deep ecology is, okay, what? Deep ecology is, okay, not agreeing with this idea, okay. It is not agreeing with nothing but, okay, this particular idea. Rather they are saying that, okay, each organisms that is present in environment has its, okay, what? Has its own intrinsic value, okay. Each organism that is present in environment has its own intrinsic value. So that's why we call it as what? Nature centric. We call deep ecology as which type of okay, ecology? Nature centric, clear? Each organism have its own intrinsic value, be it bacteria, okay, small bacteria, it also have its own, okay, value in the environment. Any mosquitoes also have its own value in the environment. Any flies also have its own value in the environment. Any tiger, lion also have its own values in the environment. Human also have its own value in the environment. Each organism has its own intrinsic value. So it is okay talking about which type of centric? Nature centric concept, okay, that is okay there, clear? So it is keeping nature at the center. It is keeping nature at the center, and all organisms, okay, are important, okay, to ensure that nature, okay, what? Nature is not disturbed, okay, nature is not disturbed. So it is okay, what we call as a nature centric, clear? So here what is happening is what? Here it, okay, the earnest is saying that we have to move from where to where? From shallow ecology to nothing but, okay, deep ecology. Man need to nothing but, okay, respect the environment, okay. Man need to change, okay, its relationship with the environment, okay. Man need to change its relationship with the environment. Why man need to change its relationship? Because man is over exploiting the environment. In shallow ecology, man is what man is doing? He is over exploiting the environment. That's why man need to change its relationship. Man need to respect the environment, and environment should be kept at nothing but, okay, center. Nature should be kept at nothing but, okay, center. This thing you have to keep in mind, clear? So man is over exploiting water. Man is over exploiting water. So what is happening? Groundwater is, okay, depleting, okay, it is going down. Man is, okay, okay, what? Burning a lot of fossil fuel. What is happening to the air? Air pollution is something that is, okay, happening. Carbon dioxide emission is something that is, okay, okay, causing the climate change to occur. So man is over exploiting the environment. Man need to rethink its relationship with whom? Man need to rethink its relationship with the environment. And this is the idea of whom? This is the idea of nothing but, okay, deep ecology, okay, clear? So basic idea is what? Shallow ecology and deep ecology. This is, okay, basic idea that you have to keep in mind. Shallow ecology keeps man at, okay, what? Man at the center, while, okay, the deep ecology keeps what at the center? Nature at the center, that is, okay, there, clear? So just quickly write down definition for shallow and deep ecology. The shallow ecology, the shallow ecology is defined as, the shallow ecology is defined as an anthropocentric idea where the environment has the value, because it is useful to human, where environment has the value because it is useful to humans, environment provides resources which are utilized by the humans. Environment provides resources which are utilized by the humans for its safety, security, and prosperity. For safety, security, and prosperity. Safety, security, and prosperity. Hence, it views nature as a resource. Hence, it views nature as a resource which is to be managed and exploited by the humans. Which is to be managed and exploited by the humans. Which is to be managed and exploited by the humans. Second, you read on deep ecology. Deep ecology. It is referred as ecocentric. It is referred as ecocentric, nature-centric, ecocentric, nature-centric, or biocentric, BIO, biocentric, and believe that all things have intrinsic value. All things have intrinsic value, and as a result, they need to be protected. Regardless of whether that is important for humans or not. Regardless of whether it is important for humans or not. Regardless of whether it is important for humans or not. Fine. Deep ecology. That's why encourages a holistic understanding of nature. And views humans as integral part of understanding of nature, and views humans as integral part of environment. Integral part of environment, and not who can modify the environment for its own benefit. And not who can modify this environment for its own benefit. Who can modify this environment for its own benefit. Clear? So this is what, concept of shallow ecology and deep ecology is something that is there. So shallow ecology says what? The man is at the center, and environment is there. Environment is there to provide value to nothing but humans. And it says that no, nature is the center, and humans are what? Humans are nothing but part of this one. Humans are only one part. There are other species that are also present, and these species are as important as what? As important as humans. Humans are not more important. All species are something that are important. Each organism has its own intrinsic value that is there. Clear? So if any one organism is getting extinct, then what will happen? If any one organism is getting extinct, then what will happen? It will impact the humans also, because all organisms are playing an important role in the environment. They have intrinsic value. So if any organism is removed, okay, whether okay that organism is okay, human consider them as a useful or not useful, it will have an impact on who? It will have an impact on environment. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this thing? Now the third term that you have, okay, is a biosphere. So now we have discussed the term environment. The second we have discussed is what? Ecology. The third term that you have is okay, what is a biosphere? Clear? Now there is a three terms. One is called as a lithosphere, another is called as what? Hydrosphere, another is called as what? Atmosphere. So these three terms are there. What is lithosphere? What is lithosphere? Okay, lithosphere is a solid part of the earth. Solid part of the earth. Okay, it is a solid part of the earth, okay, that is okay called as a lithosphere, and generally extend up to 100 kilometer below the earth's surface. Okay, so lithosphere is what? A solid part of the earth which extend up to 100 kilometer below the earth's surface. That is okay there. Clear? Hydrosphere, it means what? Hydro means what? Water. So it is dealing with nothing but okay water part, and atmosphere deals with what? With the air that is surrounding us. It is dealing with the air that is surrounding us. Clear? So lithosphere is what? Lithosphere is okay solid part of the earth. Hydrosphere is what? Water part. And atmosphere is okay what? Atmosphere is nothing but okay air surrounding us. Clear? For a living organism, what is required? Okay, you require air to breathe. Okay, without breathing you can't survive. You require water also. Without drinking water you can't survive, because all your reaction in your body takes place in which medium? Aqueous medium. All enzymes, okay, blood flows in aqueous thing. So what you see is okay living organism also requires what? Also requires water. And the third is okay what? Third is lithosphere. You know that okay you are going to get food from where? From the plants. Okay, plants requires what? Requires nothing but okay soils. Okay, that is okay there, and these are going to come from the solid part of the earth. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So for life to exist, okay, you require all these three. You require lithosphere also. You requires nothing but okay what? Hydrosphere also. You requires nothing but okay atmosphere also. That is okay there. So wherever all these three are interacting, let's say this is a lithosphere, this is hydrosphere, this is atmosphere. So wherever you see all these three are meeting, this is where life is possible, and this is called as what? This is called as a biosphere. Bio means what? Living. Bio means living organism. So where okay you see nothing but okay all three things are interacting together: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere. Wherever all three things are interacting together, there what you will see, life is something that is going to be possible, and this is referred as what? This is referred as a biosphere. Okay, this is referred as a biosphere. Fine. Any doubt? Clear? So biosphere is what? Biosphere is okay the area or okay the region where life is what? Life is possible, and where all three, that is okay lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere, are interacting with each other. Okay, they are interacting with each other. That is called as what? That is called as a biosphere. Clear? Any doubt? Next term that we have is a ecosystem. Next term we have is a ecosystem. Clear? What is ecosystem means? Okay, what is system? What is system? So two term, eco and system. What is system basically? You have studied digest system, nervous system, okay, you have okay what? Excretory system you have studied. Okay, this term you are getting constantly. What is the system means? Process. Any other thing? Any other thing? Basically system okay is what? System, when we are talking about some input that you are giving and some output are being generated through certain what? Certain processes, certain interactions, certain nothing but okay things happening inside okay this one. Okay, so it converts certain input into nothing but okay output. That is okay there. Clear? Like what does digestive system do? What is your input? Input is food, okay, and what is the output? What digestive system does? Okay, it breaks down the food into nothing but, okay, simpler form like protein, carbohydrates, fats, okay, which can be utilized by nothing but, okay, body, that is okay there. Okay, so the system is, okay, what system is something that is, okay, what that involves certain interactions, that involves certain processes. Okay, it requires an input, it requires nothing but, okay, an output, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt? An ecosystem means what? Eco means what? Eco means what? We are dealing with ecology, environment, okay, that is okay there. Clear? So when, okay, what when an organisms, okay, when an organisms, okay, or when any, okay, what any nothing but, okay, thing that is present in environment plays, okay, an important role, it has a certain function in a, okay, what it is taking something, giving something, so it is performing certain function, okay, it is performing certain functions. So that is, okay, what that is we call as a ecosystem. So ecosystem is referred as what? It is referred as a functional unit of nature. It is referred as what? Functional unit of nature. So what ecosystem is referred as in simple term? It is referred as nothing but, okay, functional unit of nature. What is functional unit of nature means? Okay, that, okay, each thing are performing a particular function in the, okay, what in the environment, in the nature. Any organism is going to perform certain function in the environment, that is okay there. What is human function? What is the function of humans? Like we say, each organism is going to perform certain functions. So what is the function of humans in the environment? What is the function of humans in the environment? Okay, so like what is the function of plant in the environment? To produce oxygen. Okay, yes, to produce, okay, what to produce oxygen, to produce food. Okay, that function is played by whom? That function is played by the plant. So what humans are doing? They are consuming those things. No, okay, what will happen is, okay, what there is a producer, there is also what? Consumer. Okay, so what will happen is, okay, you are playing certain important role. Okay, consumption you are doing, okay, and that's why you are maintaining a balance. The things that are being produced are being consumed. That's why, okay, what will happen, this ecosystem is something that is, okay, maintaining a balance. Okay, that is okay there. So each organism is something that is performing what? That is performing a certain function. Okay, in, okay, what in case of nothing but, okay, this, okay, environment, and this functional unit of nature is referred as what? This functional unit of nature is referred as a ecosystem, that is okay there. Clear? So in environment we discuss what? Environment we discuss there is a biotic component also, and there is what? Abiotic component also. So there is going to be an interaction between whom? There's going to be an interaction between nothing but, okay, biotic and abiotic component, and this interaction will determine the function, what functions we are going to do. Okay, that is, okay, determine whether biotic interaction or biotic abiotic interaction, that will determine what functions we are going to play in an environment. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So write down regarding definition for ecosystem. Okay, ecosystem is referred as functional unit of nature. It is referred as functional unit of nature, functional unit of nature, and it contain both biotic and abiotic component. It contain both biotic and abiotic component. Here the living organism, interact with another living organism. Here the living organism interact with another living organism, or interact with physical environment, interact with another living organism, or interact with the physical environment, surrounding them, physical environment surrounding them through the energy flow and nutrient recycling. through energy flow and nutrient recycling. Through energy flow and nutrient recycling. Through energy flow and nutrient recycling. Clear? What is energy flow means? Like we discussed, plant are producing food, you are eating food. Okay, this food is giving you what? Energy. Okay, so how you are linking plant and you are linked? You are linking through energy flow. Okay, you are linked through energy flow, that is okay there. So energy is moving from where? From plant to okay humans. Okay, that is okay there. How plant is getting energy? From the sunlight. Okay, because plant as we discussed, photosynthesis process, so they are getting energy from the sunlight and they are converting that in okay via photosynthesis process. Okay, that is okay there. So plant is interacting with which factor? Plant is interacting with which factor? Abiotic factor. So okay, you see there is a biotic factor, there is a abiotic factor. Interaction is happening between what? Interaction is happening between biotic factor as well as nothing but okay abiotic factor. And how things are being related? As we discussed, things are being related either through energy flow or through nothing but okay what? Or through nutrient recycling, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? What is nutrient recycling means? What is nutrient recycling means? Yeah, okay, like okay, cow dung that you are getting is what? You can use it as a fertilizer. It can be okay what? It can okay release nutrient into the soil, and okay this okay what nutrient will be absorbed by the plants. Okay, when human dies, when animal dies, okay, what will happen? Their bodies are decomposed. Okay, and okay, what will happen? Okay, these are okay what? These nutrients are released into the environment, which again are being absorbed by whom? Absorbed by nothing but okay other species, that is okay there. So there is a okay what? How this interaction is being related? These interaction is being related through nutrient okay recycling, or these interaction is related through nothing but okay energy flow from one point to another point, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt? So ecosystem is being defined as what? Ecosystem is being defined as a functional unit of nature that you have to keep in mind. Clear? And we discuss ecosystem is involves what? Involves interaction between whom? Biotic component and abiotic component. And what you see is okay, this interaction is related okay linked to what? Linked through energy flow and nutrient recycling. This interaction is linked through energy flow and nutrient recycling. Fine. Now the question here is okay what? The question here is okay, what is difference between environment and an ecosystem? Now we discussed environment is also consisting of biotic and abiotic component. Okay, we discussed okay the ecosystem also have this biotic and abiotic component, and ecosystem is okay what? Okay, ecosystem is okay having this particular interaction between nothing but okay organism which is linked together energy flow and nutrient recycling. Clear? So what difference you are finding between ecosystem and an environment? What difference okay you are finding between ecosystem and environment?
Ecosystem is an activity which is taking place in the environment.
Environment consists of everything. Ecosystem is an activity that is taking place in an environment. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? What difference okay you have between ecosystem as well as nothing but okay environment? Environment, it is not like that. Okay, fine. Anyone else? Anyone else? What is ecosystem and environment difference? Let's say you go to any other planet. You go to any other planet. Let's say you are going to the Mars. Okay, you are going to the Mars. Okay, till now whatever information we have, we say the life do not exist on what? Life do not exist on the Mars. Okay, Earth is only habitable planet. That is what information we have. So we'll assume that life is okay not existing on what? Life is not existing on the Mars. Does the Mars have environment? Does the Mars have environment? Abiotic is there, biotic is not there. Okay, so whether it has an environment? Hmm.
But there is no ecology system.
Okay, fine. Okay, what you see is, okay, the basic difference that you are finding between ecosystem and environment is what? Ecosystem need to have a life in it. Environment may have a life, may not have a life. Environment can be totally consist of whom? Totally consists of abiotic factor. There's no biotic factor that can be present. Okay, like in Mars, okay, we are seeing that what environment do exist. Okay, so what will happen is, okay, anything surrounding Mars is, okay, environment for the Mars. Okay, anything surrounding Moon is what? Environment for the Moon. Okay, so what will happen? Abiotic component are existing, that is okay there. There may be life, there may not be life. Okay, that is okay there. So ecosystem will have what? Ecosystem will have a life in it. Biotic things will need to be there. Environment may be what? Environment may be totally abiotic also in nature. Environment may contain life, may not contain nothing but, okay, life in it. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So that point of difference, okay, you have to keep in mind with regard to ecosystem as well as nothing but, okay, environment. Clear? So ecosystem will have a life in it. Environment may or may not have life in it. Okay, environment may or may not have life in it. Okay, any other difference, okay, you're finding? Any other difference, okay, that you're finding? And okay, what constitute an environment? Okay, so ecosystem, okay, what ecosystem is a smaller concept. Environment is, okay, a bigger concept. Environment consists of nothing but, okay, what consists of nothing but, okay, group of ecosystem. Let's say we say, okay, this, okay, whatever the life that existing on land, we call it as which type of system? Life, whatever life that is, okay, consisting on land. Okay, let's say it can be called as a desert ecosystem. Life existing in desert ecosystem. Okay, you have, okay, what grassland ecosystem, you have what forest ecosystem. All these together can be called as what? Environment. All these together can be called as nothing but, okay, environment, that is okay there. So environment is, okay, what? Environment is a group of ecosystem. Environment is, okay, group of ecosystem that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So what you have to keep in mind is, okay, what is the difference between ecosystem and environment? Ecosystem we discuss is a functional part of environment. It is just a functional part of environment, that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Because we discuss, okay, it is a functional unit of nature. So it is a functional part of nothing but, okay, environment. Ecosystem will always have a life in it. Okay, and what will happen? Group of ecosystem will constitute what? Group of ecosystem will constitute an environment. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So these points, okay, you have to keep in mind. Clear? So clear with the term. Now which are the terms we have discussed now? So the first term that we have discussed is environment. Second we have discussed is ecology. Then shallow and deep ecology. Okay, yes, biosphere, ecosystem. So these are, okay, what? These are nothing but, okay, terms we have covered: environment, ecology, shallow, deep ecology, in biosphere, ecosystem. Next term that you are finding is what? Next term that you are finding is biodiversity. What is the term biodiversity indicate? Again, bio means what? Life, and diversity means what? Variety. Yes, okay. So different variety of, okay, what? Different variety of life that are existing are called as what? Different variety of life that are existing are called as a biodiversity. Okay, so it includes your flora also. Flora means what? Plant species. Okay, it includes nothing but, okay, fauna also, that is animal species. So how many variety of plants are species are there? How many variety of animal species are there? That are going to be called as what? That are going to be called as a biodiversity. That are going to be called as a biodiversity. So biodiversity is what? It is dealing with nothing but, okay, what? Variety of life forms. Okay, that is okay there. And we discuss, okay, you can have what? You can have nothing but, okay, the flora as well as nothing but, okay, fauna. Flora may indicate what? Flora indicate plant species, fauna indicate what? Animal species. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? Can you now answer 84? No. Okay, I'll just do. Option C. Confused. Okay, yeah, the option seems okay. UPSC gives you that. Okay, you'll get confused. Okay, that is what. Okay, they try to confuse you. So if you are not having concept clear, you'll get confused. Fine. So just now we discussed flora and fauna. Flora and fauna indicate what? The flora and fauna present in geographical area. We discussed flora and fauna in a geographical area is called as what? It is called as a biodiversity. So this is a definition for whom? This is a definition for biodiversity. If your flora and fauna is present in an area, this is going to be your biodiversity. That is okay there. Clear? That part of the earth which is inhabited by living organism is going to be what? Biosphere. We discussed biosphere is where life is possible. Biosphere is where okay things are inhabited by whom? Inhabited by nothing but okay living organism. That is okay there. So that part of the earth, because earth also have a water hydrosphere. Earth also has what? Atmosphere. Earth also have a lithosphere. So that part of the earth where okay living organism can survive, that is called as what? That is called as nothing but okay biosphere. Okay, so this can't be the answer, this can't be the answer. Now a community of organism interacting with one another. Community of organism. Okay, so community of organism means, let's say community means what? We are talking about more than one species. Okay, let's say okay humans are there, let's say tigers are there, okay lions are there. So this becomes a community of organism. So if this community of organism is interacting with one another, that is okay one question, okay thing. And community of organism together with the environment. Okay, now just now we discussed okay ecosystem involves what? Is it only involves biotic component or is it involves both biotic and abiotic? Okay, just now we discussed ecosystem is what? Both biotic and abiotic. Interaction of biotic component and interaction of biotic with abiotic component. So okay, that is okay. What is going to be answer? A community of an organism interacting with each other. Community of organism interacting with each other. So biotic interaction and the environment. Okay, that is biotic abiotic interaction. This is going to be called as what? This is going to be called as a ecosystem. Okay, this is going to be called as a ecosystem. So this type of basics questions are being asked to test your knowledge, whether ecosystem you understand, environment you understand, ecology you understand or not. Okay, those type of questions okay UPSC will ask in case of examination. So you can write also this definition for ecosystem. Ecosystem can be called as a community of organism. You can write this definition: a community of organism together with the environment in which they live. Community of organism together with environment in which they live is also referred as what? Is also referred as a ecosystem. Fine. So this okay basic thing you have to keep in mind. Now we are using the term biotic and abiotic. Okay, now you can get a question also like this. Let's say okay you're getting a question. Which of the following is a biotic component? Which of the following is a biotic component? So there is a humus, there is okay what, bones, temperature, fossils. Which of the okay thing is going to be called as a biotic component? One. Humus, humans, fossils, bones. Okay, fine. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, so what is humus basically? What is humus? Basically, when okay what, when nothing but okay any okay what, any leaves and etc falls on the ground, okay, these get decomposed. Any okay what, any organism dies, okay, this get decomposed. Okay, when they get decomposed, what they add? They add certain matter, and these matters are referred as what? These matters are referred as a humus. Okay, these matters are referred as what? Humus. Okay, so when they get decomposed, they release okay certain matter, and these matter are referred as what? Matter are referred as a humus. Okay, clear? Okay, so humus is which type of component? It is going to be abiotic. Okay, so these two are okay which type of component? These two are abiotic component. We discussed what is the definition for biotic. We have written, if you go, okay, see the definition for biotic. Yeah, living organisms and so we discussed okay the biotic means what? Living organism. And what are the things that you are deriving from the living organism? Bones you are deriving from where? From the living organism, that is okay there. Fossils where, from where you are deriving? From the living organism you are deriving. Okay, dead and decay, okay, when living organism die, they becomes nothing but okay fossils. So that is what biotic or abiotic. Okay, so you have to be clear with the term. Okay, whatever the term we are okay using, be clear with the term. Basics okay is what need to be cleared. If you are clear with the basics, you can understand things. Okay, if you're not clear with the basics, you will get confused in the case of examination, like the way UPSC gives you an option. Okay, so you'll get confused in the case of examinations. Fine, so be clear what is biotic, be clear what is abiotic, be clear what is okay what is ecosystem, environment, ecology. Okay, be clear with nothing but okay term shallow, deep. Okay, all those terms okay you be clear with. Fine, next okay term that we have is what? Habitat.
So what was the one first option?
The first option I gave, humus. Humus is basically we discussed okay when anything okay anything like leaves, like okay any organism, when they die off, okay, they get decomposed. When they get decomposed, what will happen? They releases matters. Okay, matters into nothing but okay what? Matters into the soil. It can be inorganic matter, be it okay, they release certain things okay into the soil, and these okay are called as what? These are called as nothing but okay humus. Okay,
So that is also form of derived.
no, that is not derived organism, because okay already this has been converted into which form? Nutrient form, in inorganic form. Okay, so what will happen is okay, let's say okay what will happen is okay, if leaves okay what? Leaves is nothing but okay degrading. This leaves may contain what? This leaves may contain nitrogen. They have releases nitrogen now into the soil. Okay, so nitrogen is not going to be what? Is going to be biotic. Okay, it is not going to be biotic. They have now released okay the nutrient. Okay, so this becomes okay abiotic component. That is okay, clear? So it is something that is okay not derived. Now it is okay released in inorganic matter form. That is okay.
So anything which is derived from fossil further.
Anything which is okay derived, no, anything that is okay derived from what? Okay, anything that is derived from nothing but okay the living organisms. Okay, living organism, that is going to be called as what? Like fossils are derived from what? Living organisms. Okay, that is okay there, clear? When living organism die off, you get the fossils. Okay, so fossils are derived from nothing but okay living organism. That is okay there, clear? Bones are derived from where? From the organism, living organism that you are seeing. So biotic, okay, that is component. Humus is not a biotic. Fine, so this is something that you have to keep in mind. Fine. Next term that we have is a habitat. Next term that we have is a habitat. What is habitat basically? Okay, the habitat in simple term is okay what? Is address of an organism. Address of an organism. where the organism lives, okay, that is called as a habitat. So habitat is a part of whom? Habitat is a part of ecosystem where, okay, what will happen? Organisms are living or residing. Okay, so habitat is a part of whom? It is a part of ecosystem. Okay, that part of ecosystem where organism is living or residing, that is called as what? That is called as nothing but, okay, habitat. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So in simple term, what is habitat? Habitat is nothing but, okay, the address of an organism that you have to keep in mind, where organism is living, where organism is something that is, okay, residing. This is called as what? This is called as nothing but, okay, habitat. Fine. Now, what is organism living or residing means? What is organism living or residing means? Like we discussed, okay, if I ask, okay, where the fish are being found? Water, okay, aquatic, okay. So what you see is, okay, that is, okay, aquatic things are, okay, okay, what? Aquatic things are nothing but, okay, the living place of nothing but, okay, fishes, okay, that is, okay, there. Clear? So now, okay, you are finding the address, okay, this is the address of nothing but, okay, what? This is the address of nothing but, okay, species, okay, that is, okay, there, where species are something that are residing. Clear? If I ask you where the camels are being found, okay, they can survive in deserts also, they can survive in desert conditions also, that is, okay, there. Okay, so what you see is, okay, you are finding the address of an organism where the organism is something that is, okay, residing. So that is going to be called as what? That is going to be called as a habitat. Okay, that is going to be called as a habitat. And we discussed habitat means if organism is residing means what? Means life is there. If organism is residing means what? Life is there. And just now we discussed, okay, ecosystem will have always have what? Life in it. So habitat is going to be part of whom? Habitat is going to be part of your ecosystem, that is, okay, there. Clear? So ecosystem is, okay, what? Ecosystem is where, okay, you are performing your function. Okay, this is, okay, where you are performing your function, and after performing your function you are residing in this place, okay, which is, okay, going to be called as a habitat. Okay, clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So habitat is, okay, residing place, living place of an organism, that is, okay, there. Clear? Any doubt?
Is it like an favorable environment
Yeah, favorable environment can also be there. Favorable environment are those where we go and act also. Like, let's say, okay, when you go to an office is a favorable environment for you, no? Okay, you're working over there, okay, then you come and, okay, what? Then you come and stay at your home. Okay, so office is what? It is a functional place for you. Okay, and home is what? Residing place for you. Okay, that is, okay, there. Like that organism, like let's say birds also will have a nest. Okay, that is, okay, going to be what? The residing place. Okay, but they will be moving around and doing that, okay, function. Okay, they'll be dispersing seeds from one place to another place, collecting food from nothing but, okay, one place to another place. They'll be performing certain function in the environment. Okay, that is
nest belongs to there as the address?
as the address. Okay, okay, now nest can be what? Nest can be where they can build a nest. Trees. Okay, so tree will be what? A residing place for whom? For the birds. Okay, that is, okay, there. So that, okay, will be what? That will be dwelling place, residing place. Okay, that is, okay, there. Okay, like fishes, we are saying that is a residing place for, okay, water is residing place for fishes. Okay, that is, okay, there. So that is what, okay, you have to keep in mind with regard to term habitat. Habitat is, okay, where organisms are something that are residing. The organism is something that is, okay, living at that particular place. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now, if I say, if let's say I write two statements. Okay, which is correct, which is the wrong one?
First one is like
First one is correct, second one is wrong. Anyone else? No two organisms shares the same habitat. No two organisms will reside at one place. Second one is correct. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Now, yes, okay, every organism have its own habitat. Yes, this is going to be correct. Okay, so all organism will reside some place. Okay, they'll have some, okay, place where they will reside, where they'll sleep, where they're nothing but, okay, do something. So all organism will have, okay, what will have its nothing but, okay, habitat that you have to keep in mind. Fine, but it is saying no two organisms share the same habitat. Let's say there is a tree. Okay, let's say there is a tree. On this tree, okay, different birds can make, okay, their nest or not. Different bird can make their nest. Can different bird resides on the same tree? Okay, now let's say if I am, okay, what, taking a pond. In this pond, let's say fishes are residing. In this pond, let's say frogs are there. In this pond, let's say, okay, what, let's say, okay, crabs are there. Can they reside on the same aquatic habitat? Yes. Okay, so what will happen is, okay, what, two organism can share, what, two organism can share the habitat. It's not that every organism should have, okay, what, every organism should have its, okay, the different habitat. This is not correct. Okay, two organism can share, what, two organism can share the same habitat. Like we discussed, a tree is being shared by many, okay, what, okay, a monkey can, okay, also resides on a tree. Okay, a birds can also resides on a tree. Okay, that is okay there. So a tree can act as a habitat for whom? Habitat for nothing but, okay, many species. Similarly, okay, this can act as a habitat for nothing but, okay, many species. Okay, so two organism can have a common habitat. It's not that they need to have a separate habitat. They can have common habitat. They can have nothing but, okay, same habitat that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So write down, okay, just start this point. Every organisms. What about migration birds? Okay, they also reside in certain place. Okay, they migrate to certain areas because of, okay, what, because of change in environmental condition. And when environmental condition is restored, they come back to what, same place. Okay, so that is okay there. Clear? So this is something that you have to keep in mind with regard to, okay, the, so write down regarding, okay, the every organisms habitat. Okay, we are talking about habitat. Every organism will have its own habitat, and two or more organisms can have a single habitat or common habitat. Two or more organisms can have single habitat or common habitat. Can have single habitat or common habitat. Many habitat, two or more organism can have same habitat, single habitat or common habitat. Can have single habitat or common habitat. Okay. Many habitat will make an environment. Many habitat will make an environment. Will now, so if question comes, what is difference between habitat and environment? What is the difference between habitat and environment? So we discuss habitat is a part of whom? It is a part of whom? It is a part of ecosystem. So we discussed ecosystem has life, means habitat is a residing place. It will always have a life. Okay. Environment, just now we discussed, may have life, may not have a life. Okay, so environment may have a life, may not have a life. Okay, just now we discussed group of ecosystem forms what? So many of habitat, we are writing many habitat forms what? Many habitat forms nothing but, okay, environment. Okay, that is okay there. Okay, so like aquatic habitat, okay, tree, okay, okay, what, tree, nothing but, okay, habitat. Okay, all these will, okay, constitute what? All these will constitute nothing but, okay, your environment. Okay, that is okay there. So this is difference lies between who? Lies between habitat and environment. Habitat will be preference for one species. It will be preference for one species. Preference for one species. While, okay, environment can be preference for many species. Environment can be preference for many species. Okay, so that is okay. Another point of difference you keep in mind. Habitat is a preference for what? Preference for one species, but environment can be preference for whom? Environment can be preference for many species. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? For example, if you are using the term aquatic environment, okay, aquatic environment means what? Fishes. Okay, fish can also okay use this environment. Crabs can also use this environment. We discussed okay what will happen. You can find okay metazoans okay also in these environment. Okay, that is okay there. So you can find many organisms that can survive in aquatic environment. That is okay there. Okay, but okay if you are using the term aquatic habitat means what? Okay, certain species will have a preference for that. Okay, only who can survive? Okay, only those okay that are adaptable to water environment can survive, can reside in those particular area. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Like, can water be a preference for you? Can water areas you like to visit? Okay, what coastal areas, beaches? Okay, you like to swim. Is it a preference for you? This environment? This environment is okay. What? Yes, okay, it is preference for you. But is it a residing place for you? No, okay, you can't reside in water. Okay, that is okay there. So environment can be a preference. Okay, you like to visit forest, you like to visit national park, wildlife sanctuaries, but you're not residing over there. Okay, that is okay there. Why you are not residing? Okay, because yes, okay, survival is difficult in those type of environment. So your residing place is different. Okay, your okay environment may be nothing but okay difference. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So this differences you have to keep in mind with regard to what? This differences you have to keep in mind with regard to environment as well as habitat. Okay, that is okay there. So we discuss environment is what? Environment is what? Environment can be preference for many species, but habitat will be preference for what? Single species or okay it can be preference for nothing but okay one species that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so these differences you have to keep in mind with regard to habitat as well as nothing but okay what? Environment. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So okay, what is the term ecosystem indicating? Okay, ecosystem, interaction between whom? Biotic interaction between whom? Biotic and abiotic. Okay, that is going to be there in an ecosystem. So we discuss ecosystem is what? Interaction between biotic interaction between nothing but okay biotic and abiotic, that need to be there in case of ecosystem. If only flora and fauna is given, then what will happen? Then okay biodiversity. Okay, yes, okay, if okay question is okay being asked regarding that, this is okay the habitat or okay habitat means what? Yeah, address okay or living place or residing place of an organism. Okay, that is okay there. What is ecology? Okay, interaction between whom? It study of interaction between whom? Biotic abiotic or biotic factor, that is going to be called as what? Then we okay discussed another term which is okay biosphere. What is biosphere? Where life can be inhabited or life is something that is okay possible, that is going to be called as a biosphere. Okay, so have a break and then we'll further continue. Which one?
Life of many.
No, habitat will have always a life. Environment may have life, may not have a life. Okay, so habitat will always have a life. Environment may have life or may not have a life. Fine. Any doubt? So have a break and then we'll continue. So now we are coming to the concept of classification of ecosystem. So there are there are nothing but two type of classification that you are seeing: natural ecosystem as well as nothing but man-made ecosystem. Natural ecosystem can be further classified into what? Terrestrial ecosystem or aquatic ecosystem. And you see terrestrial is further classified into forest, grassland, desert. Aquatic is further classified into freshwater, brackish water, saline water. Freshwater is further classified into lutic and lentic, while brackish water is further classified into wetland, estuaries, or mangrove ecosystem. And man-made ecosystem could be your aquarium, could be gardens, that you are creating, could be dams that you are creating. Those are examples of nothing but man-made ecosystem. Fine. So just make this diagram, then we'll discuss. Fine. So what you find is here is natural ecosystem is that is present by the nature, and man-made means which humans are something that are creating. So natural, as we discussed, terrestrial ecosystem. Terrestrial ecosystem is on the land. Whatever the ecosystem that is present on the land, and aquatic ecosystem is whatever things that are present under the water. So on the land you can find forest ecosystem, you can find grassland ecosystem. So you know that grassland means what? Grasses characterized by scattered trees, that you're going to find grassland ecosystem. Forest means what? More amount of trees, that you are going to get. That type of system is going to be forest ecosystem. And desert means what? Where what limited amount of trees and vegetations are present. Those type of ecosystem are called as a desert ecosystem. Fine. Freshwater ecosystem, brackish water and saline water. These are the three types of nothing but what? These are the three types of water. These are divided based on what? Their salinity content. So as we discussed, if salinity content is less than 5 parts per thousand, if salt concentration is less than 5 parts per thousand, then it is going to be called as a freshwater ecosystem. If the salt content in the water is going to be 5 to 35 parts per thousand, then it is generally called as a brackish water ecosystem. And if the salt concentration is greater than 35 parts per thousand, then that type of ecosystem is called as what? Saline water ecosystem. So depending upon salt concentration, if salt concentration is less than 5 ppt, then it is a fresh water. If salt concentration is between 5 to 35 ppt, then it is brackish water. If it is greater than 35 ppt, then what will happen? Saline water ecosystem. Fine. Now fresh water is further divided into what? Lotic ecosystem as well as nothing but lentic ecosystem. Lotic means what? Something that involves a moving water. While lentic means something that involves what? Something that is involving your still water. So lentic means what is involving? Water is still. Water is not moving. Lotic means what? Water is nothing but moving. So moving water ecosystem means what? River ecosystem, streams, where water is something that is moving. So those type of things are called as lotic ecosystem. While ponds, lakes, those are going to be called as what? Ponds, lakes, those are going to be called as a lentic ecosystem. Water is not moving, water is still at the place. So this is what difference lies between nothing but what? Lotic ecosystem as well as nothing but lentic ecosystem. Clear? So lotic means water is something that is moving. When water is moving, you see rivers in which water is moving, streams in which you see water is moving. So where okay, water is moving, you see a ecosystem being created. Such type of ecosystem are going to be called as a low tech ecosystem. Where water is not moving, it is still, where okay, you'll see this type of ecosystem, then it is going to be called as what? Lentic ecosystem. Fine. Next, okay, you are finding with regard to what? Brackish water ecosystem, where wetland estuaries ecosystem or mangrove ecosystem that you are finding. What is wetland or estuaries ecosystem? What is wetland or estuaries ecosystem? So in wetland or estuaries ecosystem, what you are finding is where water is mixed with what? Okay, so water has a salt concentration, medium salt concentration that you are seeing. Okay, 5 to 35. Okay, so estuaries, okay, where it is formed? When rivers are coming and meeting, okay, what? Meeting the oceans. Okay, so the rivers are coming, this rivers are coming and meeting the ocean. This part is called as a, okay, the estuaries. This part is called as what? Estuaries. So this is a fresh water, this is not, okay, saline water. You know that sea will have which type of water? Saline water. So a mixture of fresh and saline water you are going to see over here, and this is going to be referred as what? This is going to be referred as a estuaries ecosystem. Okay, so what is estuaries ecosystem? Estuaries are something that you are finding where nothing but, okay, rivers are coming and meeting the oceans. Okay, that is okay there. So this is how freshwater rivers are bringing fresh water, while the sea have which type of water? Salt water. Both things are mixing over here, and this is, okay, what we call as a estuaries ecosystem. Fine. Ended out regarding this one. Mangroves are, okay, a special type of plant. Okay, these are special type of plant which can tolerate salt. Okay, so those type of, okay, system are called as a mangrove ecosystem. As we discussed here, salt concentration is higher. Okay, so this type of plant can survive in, okay, what? Survive in higher salt concentration. So that's why, okay, these are called as a mangrove ecosystem. That is okay there. Generally, okay, you'll find this, okay, in coastal areas. Okay, coastal areas, you'll see certain plants over here. So those plants are going to be called as, okay, mangrove ecosystem. They are the special kind of plants which, okay, what? Which survives in case of, okay, what? Which survives in case of high salinity conditions. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So in detail, what is mangrove and etc. in detail we'll take up later. But okay, just for information, just keep in mind what is mangrove. Mangrove is a special kind of plant that can survive in what? That can survive in a high salinity conditions. Fine. So these are, okay, what? These are the classification of ecosystem that you have to keep in mind. Fine. Then there are, okay, various component in case of ecosystem. So component of ecosystem can be classified into what? Can be classified into nothing but, okay, biotic component as well as, okay, what? Abiotic component. Abiotic component can be classified into what? Abiotic component can be classified into physical component. Okay, what are the physical component you are getting? What are the physical component? Temperature, light, soil. These are acting as what? These are acting as a physical component. Then you have organic component. What is organic means? What is organic means? What is organic means? anything that have a carbon hydrogen bonds, okay, that is going to be what? Organic. And something which do not have a carbon hydrogen bond is going to be called as what? Inorganic. Okay, so anything which is having a carbon hydrogen bond is going to be called as a organic. The one which do not have carbon hydrogen bond is going to be called as what? Inorganic. That is okay there. So organic component could be what? Your carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, these are okay, your organic component. Inorganic components are what? Your minerals, water, okay, your nitrogen, okay, these are okay, what? These are nothing but okay, inorganic component that you are seeing, okay. Could be carbon dioxide also, okay, that is present. Any gases that are present, that is going to be inorganic component, that is okay there. Clear? So what is carbohydrate basically? What is carbohydrate basically? Anything, okay, where you see, okay, what? Where see carbon, hydrogen and oxygen is in this ratio. So what is happening? 1:2:1 ratio. Then it is going to be called as what? It is going to be called as a carbohydrate. Okay, hydrates. Anywhere, anything where you see carbon, hydrogen, and oxygens are going to be in this ratio. Like, okay, we discussed glucose. Glucose is what? C6H12O6. Okay, so here, okay, 1:2:1. Okay, this ratio is something that is okay present. So glucose is what? It is nothing but okay, carbohydrate. Okay, that is okay there. So carbohydrate is something, okay, what? Where the carbon, hydrogen and oxygen are going to be in this ratio. Fine. Where the carbon, hydrogen, oxygen is not going to be in this ratio, it is going to be called as nothing but okay, lipid. Okay, so they are not going to be in this ratio, then it is okay, going to be called as what? It is going to be called as a lipid. Clear? For example, lipid is okay, your fatty acids, okay, glycerol, okay, so C3H8, okay, O, okay, that is okay, what you are getting with regard to nothing but okay, what? With regard to glycerol formula. So here the okay, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen are not in the ratio of what? Not in the ratio, okay, 1:2:1, okay, that is okay there. So that's why it is going to be called as what? It is going to be called as a lipids, okay, that are there. What is protein? Proteins are basically amino acids, okay. These are okay, molecules of amino acids. So they'll have carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen bonds, okay. So they'll have okay, what? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and what? Nitrogen bond, okay, that is okay there. This is going to be present in case of what? In case of protein. That's why nitrogen is considered as an essential component for whom? Nitrogen is considered an essential component for whom? For the growth. Without protein, what will happen? Cells growth will not happen. Okay, cells will not multiply. So without protein, cells growth will not happen. Cells will not multiply. That is okay there. So what you have to keep in mind is okay, nitrogen is okay, an essential component. That's why every organisms requires nothing but okay, what? Requires nothing but okay, nitrogen in order to nothing but okay, grow. Okay, plant requires nitrogen. So that's why we give which type of fertilizer? Nitrogenous based fertilizers. Okay, we give plant nitrogenous based fertilizer. Why? Because nitrogen is something that is okay, essential for whom? Essential for nothing but okay, proteins, okay, that are there. Clear? So these are okay, what? These are the three components, okay, that you are finding. Okay, physical component, okay, that is okay there. Organic component, that is okay there, and inorganic component. So which compound is going to be called as an inorganic? Where carbon, hydrogen bond is not going to be there, those are going to be called as what? Inorganic, that is okay there. Okay, for example, we discuss carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is okay, inorganic. H2 is what? Inorganic. Okay, why? Because carbon, hydrogen bonds is something that is okay, not there in such compounds. So that compounds are called as what? Inorganic compound. So you'll have okay, minerals like iron, minerals like copper, gold. Okay, all these are okay, which type? All these are nothing but okay, inorganic compound. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So what you see is okay, these are okay, what? These are but okay, abiotic component that are present in what? Present in the ecosystem. Okay, and what are the biotic component? What are the biotic component? Biotic component can be producer, it can be consumer, it can be decomposer also. Okay, so biotic component can be what? Can be nothing but okay, producer, it can be nothing but okay, what? Consumer, it can be nothing but okay, decomposer also, that is okay there. What is producer? What is producer? Who will create things, okay. Consumer, which will consume things, okay. And decomposer, as we discussed, okay, when consumer or producer will die, they will decompose this dead and decay material and release what? Release nothing but okay, nutrient into the environment. Those are referred as what? Those are referred as a decomposer. Okay, so these are okay, what? These are the component of an ecosystem. Okay, so classification of ecosystem and component of an ecosystem, that is okay there. Clear? So why, okay, we are trying to study the component of an ecosystem. Okay, because these component can decide, okay, especially okay, what? Especially the abiotic factor, these component can decide whether organisms are going to be surviving in that ecosystem or organisms are not going to survive in that ecosystem. This will be decided by whom? This will be decided by nothing but okay, a biotic component. Okay, so for survival, as we discussed, you require many component, but okay, there will be one component which can limit the survival. Okay, so that is okay, what we call is a limiting factor. Okay, what is limiting factor? Limiting factor. So we discussed for survival, okay, of an organism. For survival of an organism, you require what? You require many component. For survival of an organism, you require nothing but okay, many component. But okay, there will be one factor. There will be one factor which can limit their survival, and this okay factor is going to be called as what? This factor is going to be called as a limiting factor. Okay, this factor is going to be called as what? Limiting factor. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? For example, let's say we are saying that what? We are saying that polar bears, okay, they are found where? Okay, they are found in Arctic region. Okay, what is limiting polar bear survival in okay, what? In India? Okay, ice. Okay, any other thing? What is okay, limiting factor? Temperature is acting as what? Limiting factor. No, okay, they can survive in the colder environment. Okay, but they can't survive in what? Okay, they can't survive in nothing but okay, warm environment. India is a warm country, that is okay there. That's why you don't see. Okay, so what is acting as a limiting factor? Temperature can act as a limiting factor over here. Okay, so what you see is okay, for survival, like for polar bear to survive over there, what polar bear requires? It requires food, it requires nothing but okay, oxygen, it requires other material, that is okay there. It requires nothing but okay, what? It requires other species to be there, so that okay, he can interact with those species. So many things are required for polar bear to survive in that environment. But what is acting as a limiting factor? Temperature is acting as a limiting factor, which doesn't allow polar bear to nothing but okay, survive in a different environment. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So this factor is going to be called as what? This factor is going to be called as a limiting factor. Fine. For example, one okay, limiting factor could be nothing but okay, light. One limiting factor could be nothing but okay, light. Light can act as a limiting factor. How light can act as a limiting factor? One limiting factor is a light. Light can act as a limiting factor. How light can act as a limiting factor? If light is not there, can plant make their own food? Sunlight is not there, can plant survive? No. If plant is not surviving, whether food chain will start? Okay, whether okay, other okay, consumer will get food? They will not get food. Okay, that is okay there. So what is acting as a limiting factor? Light is acting as a limiting factor. Let's say excessive light are there, then what will happen? If let's say excessive light are there, then what happens? Excessive lights are there, then what will happen? Or let's say light is present, but okay, not excess. Okay, whether low light or something that are present, what will happen in such situation? If excessive light are there, then what will happen? If excessive sunlight are there, then what will happen? More loss of water will happen. Why more loss of water will happen? Yeah, evaporation, or in case of plants, we say what is happening? Transpiration. Okay, when plant loses water, this process is called as what? This process is called as a transpiration. Okay, so when okay, what will happen when okay, excessive lights are there, what will happen? You will see nothing but okay, what? You will see nothing but okay, plant will lose water. When plant will lose water, what will happen? This process is referred as a transpiration process. Okay, so you know that for photosynthesis, what is required? Okay, we discussed just now what is a photosynthesis reaction. This is a photosynthesis reaction we discussed. The plant are using what? Carbon dioxide and water, okay, and converting it into what? Glucose in the presence of whom? In the presence of nothing but, okay, sunlight, okay, that is okay there. If water is not available, then what will happen? Will the plant will able to do photosynthesis? No, okay, it will not be able to do photosynthesis, okay, that is okay there. Water is okay, is required for nothing but, okay, photosynthesis process, okay, that is okay there. So if plant is losing water, then what will happen? Plant need to get more water. How the plant will get a water? Okay, how plant will get a more water? For that, root need to go much deeper. Okay, for that, root need to go what? Much deeper, okay, that is okay there, because groundwater, root can get water from where? From the ground, okay, that is okay there. That's why when there is a excessive sunlight, you see root growth is more than what? Then the shoot growth, okay, shoot growth will not be much, okay, there. Root growth will be much there, because okay, plant need water to survive, so root will go much deeper. That's why in desert areas you see, okay, plants have a much deeper roots. So, okay, why? Because plant need more water to nothing but, okay, survive, that is okay there. Where there is a low sunlight, what will happen to root growth then? Okay, you don't see, okay, much of root growth where water, okay, what, where sunlight is nothing but, okay, low. Why? Because evaporation will not be much, okay, there, or transpiration, loss of water will not be there. So that's why root will not go much deeper. Root will remain, okay, at nothing but, okay, surface, okay, that is okay there. So you see, this is how light is deciding, okay, whether the plant is will be having root growth or plant will be having shoot growth, okay. That will be decided by nothing but, okay, what, that will be decided by light, okay. So light is acting as what? Light is acting as nothing but, okay, limiting factor, okay, that is okay there, clear. And that's why there are, okay, species also, like what species you are finding: auroral, vesperal, okay, then you have diurnal, nocturnal. So you have nothing but, okay, what, you have nothing but, okay, these, okay, kind of species that are, okay, also there, okay. So diurnal means what? Which requires, okay, what, which requires, okay, which are active during sunlight, okay, those species are what? Diurnal. Nocturnal means what? Those species, okay, which are active during night, not during the daytime but active during night time, those species are referred as what? Nocturnal species, okay, that is okay there. Okay, what is auroral species? Those species that are active during the sunrise, okay, that is, okay, dawn time, okay. And vesperal means what? Those species that are more active during sunset, that is dusk time, okay, those are called as what? Vesperal species, okay, that are there. So light is, okay, deciding when the species are something that are going to be more active, when they are going to be nothing but, okay, less active. So light can act as what? Light can act as nothing but, okay, limiting factor, okay. So the first point, okay, you write down limiting factor, you write down limiting factor, and first point under limiting factor you write down light, okay. First point under limiting factor you write down light. The light is acting as a limiting factor. Light is acting as a limiting factor as solar radiation is essential for life. As solar radiation is essential for life. Solar radiation is essential for life. Extremely high intensity light, extremely high intensity light favors root growth than shoot growth, favors root growth than shoot growth, as it leads to more transpiration, as it lead to more transpiration and smaller or thicker leaves, transpiration or smaller or thicker leaves, okay. The photosynthesis is more active during the photosynthesis is more during red and blue light, and it is less in other light. It is less, yeah, red and blue light. red and blue light, and it is less in other light. It is less in other light. Okay, the species activity is also decided. The species activity is also decided based on light. Based on light. A species activity is also decided based on light. First you write down diurnal. First you write down diurnal. 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 It is written on the book. Diurnal. Those species that are active during the daytime. Those species that are active during the daytime are referred as diurnal species. Those species that are active during the daytime are referred as diurnal species. Second, you write down nocturnal. 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 Those species which are active during the night time. NOC. Nocturnal. TURNAL. Nocturnal. Those species that are active during the night time are referred as nocturnal species. Are referred as nocturnal species. Okay, nocturnal species. For example of nocturnal, okay, you can have bat. Bat are active during night. Owls, they are active during night. Okay, so those are examples of nothing but okay, nocturnal species. Okay, what can be example of diurnal? What can be example of diurnal? Humans are example of diurnal. More active during daytime, less active during what? Night time. That is okay there. Bees, okay, honey bees and etc. Those are examples, okay, that you are finding. Okay, so those are examples of diurnal species. Third, you write down auroral. Auroral species. Auroral species. These are active at dawn, DAWN, dawn. In bracket you write down morning or sunrise time. Morning or sunrise time. At dawn, DAWN, dawn. In bracket sunrise or morning time. Morning time. Okay, for example, deer. Deer, TEER. Deer is an auroral species. Next you have vesperal. 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 Those species which are active at dusk. Those species which are active at dusk. In bracket you write down evening or sunset. Evening or sunset. Dusk, DUSK, dusk. Dusk in bracket evening or sunset are referred as vesperal species. Are referred as vesperal species. Okay, vesperal species. For example, rabbit. Rabbit is which kind of species? It is a vesperal species. Fine. Next, okay, you also have a concept of heliophytes and sciophytes. Okay, you also have these two, heliophytes and sciophytes. Okay, now heliophytes are those type of plants which requires what? Which requires more sunlight. Okay, and sciophyte are those type of plants which can grow in shade also. Okay, which requires less sunlight, which can grow in shade also. That are referred as which type of, okay, but that are referred as nothing but okay, sciophyte. Okay, so you can also write regarding heliophyte. Write down heliophyte. Heliophyte. These are sun-loving plants. These are sun-loving plants which requires which requires high amount of light. These are sun-loving plants which requires high amount of sunlight. These plants forms the roof of the forest. These plant forms the roof of the forest. Forms the roof of the forest. From the roof of the forest. For example, sunflower, banyan tree, B-A-N-Y-A-N, banyan tree. Okay, next you write down sciophytes. 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 These are shade loving. These are shade loving, low light. These are shade loving, low light plants. Shade loving, low light plants. For example, moss, M-O-S-S, moss. Moss, which generally grows on the floor of the forest. Which generally grows on the floor of the forest. Moss, M-O-S-S, moss, which generally grows on the floor of the forest. Floors, which generally grows on the floors of the forest. Clear? Now, the next okay that you also have is okay what? Let's say this is okay what? This is how okay you are seeing okay oceans. Okay, this is how okay you are seeing the oceans. Okay, let's say sunlight. Now sunlight, okay, as okay we are going down, what will happen to the sunlight? The amount of sunlight is going to what? Decrease. Okay, so okay the upper part is receiving more amount of sunlight, but as we go down, what will happen? Sunlight will nothing but okay decrease under the water. That is okay there. Clear? So area of water where you see nothing but okay total darkness are there, this is called as a benthos. Okay, areas of okay what? Areas of nothing but okay water where there is no light reaching, that is called as nothing but okay benthos, benthic. Okay, so organism that survives over here are called as the benthic organisms, while area where sunlight can penetrate, okay, those are called as what? Those are called as a lentic. Those are called as nothing but okay lentic. Okay, those are called as a lentic. So where light can penetrate is called as nothing but okay lentic. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? And okay there is okay certain a zone okay which is called as a aphotic. Light okay is decreasing with depth. Okay, very less light is okay something that is okay reaching, that is going to be called as nothing but okay what? That is going to be called as a aphotic. Okay, that is going to be called as a aphotic. Okay, so even at the ocean, in the oceans also you see light can what? Light can limit okay the organisms. Okay, organisms okay that survive over here does not need light. Organisms that survive over here need light. Okay, that is okay there. And there are certain organisms which requires a not too much light, not nothing but okay too less light. Okay, that is okay there. So this is how light can act as nothing but okay what? Light can also act as a limiting factor inside okay whom? Inside nothing but okay oceans also. Okay, clear? So okay, you also write down regarding this term lentic. Oh, sorry. Now we have discussed okay what lotic and lentic. No, this is liminitic. Okay, this is not lentic. This is liminitic. Okay, so you write it liminitic, and there is a term called littoral. So okay, not lentic. Okay, sorry. Lentic. We discussed two terms: lotic and lentic. Lotic is what? Moving water. Lentic is what? Static water or still water that we have discussed. Okay. So here it is okay, littoral and liminitic. Okay, that is okay term, that is okay there. Littoral is what? Where okay what? Where nothing but okay sunlight is something that is okay coming, that is a littoral zone. Okay, that is a sunlight that is coming, that is a littoral zone. Liminitic is okay what? This entire zone is called as a liminitic zone. Okay, this entire zone, open water, is called as a liminitic zone. Okay, so that you keep in mind, not lentic, it is liminitic. Okay. So first you write down regarding limnetic. Okay, heading you write down limnetic. 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 Open water zone. Open water zone where the water is very deep. Water zone where the water is very deep and sunlight decreases with depth. Okay, sunlight is very deep. Open water zone where water is very deep and sunlight decreases with depth. And sunlight decreases with depth are referred as limnetic. Are referred as limnetic. Are referred as limnetic. Second, you write down littoral. 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 It is a zone where light can. It is a zone where light can penetrate. Zone where light can penetrate and reach to the bottom. Where light can penetrate and reach to the bottom because of shallow water. Because of shallow water. Because of shallow water. Okay, next you write down benthos. Next you write down benthos. Benthos. It is an extreme bottom zone. It is an extreme water zone where light does not penetrate. Where light does not penetrate. Where light does not penetrate. Organisms surviving over here. Organisms surviving over here. Organisms surviving over here. Surviving over here is called as benthic organism. BENTHIC. Benthic organism. Benthic organism. Next, we write down regarding aphotic. 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 Write down. The zone of deep. The zone of deep water. The zone of deep water below the photic zone. Below the photic zone. And the benthos. And above the benthos is referred as aphotic. Is referred as aphotic. Photic, 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 and above the benthos are referred as aphotic. Are referred as aphotic. Fine. So these are okay. What these are nothing but okay important terms. Okay, you have to keep in mind. So okay, what with the light? What are the terms we have discussed? Light can act as a limiting factor, as we discussed. Okay, light with the light, what is happening? Root growth will more happen. Shoot growth will less happen. With less light, what will happen? With less light, okay, less root growth, more shoot growth. Okay, will happen. Clear? Then we discuss okay what the plants that okay requires more amount of sunlight are called as what? Heliophytes. The plant that requires okay shades okay to grow, that are called as what? Sciophytes. Okay, that are there. Then we discuss okay organisms that are more active. Organisms that are more active during night. Okay, that is called as a nocturnal. During what? During nothing but okay sunrise. During nothing but okay sunset. Okay, then okay these are called as the auroral and vesperal. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Then along with that, you also have a concept of littoral, where light can penetrate. Limnetic, that open zone. Okay, where what? Okay, what this open zone is referred as a limnetic. Aphotic, below photic, and above benthos. And benthos is okay extreme nothing but okay what? Extreme okay darkness region at the ocean. Okay, that is called as a benthos. So this is how light is acting as what? Light is acting as a limiting factor. Fine. The second factor that can act as a limiting factor is what? Water. Water can also act as what? Limiting factor. Water can also act as nothing but okay limiting factor. That is okay there. Clear? So there are okay what? There are plants that requires more water. There are plants that requires nothing but okay what? Medium water. And there are plants, okay, that can survive in what? That can survive in even very less water, okay, that is okay there, okay. So you can see nothing but okay, different type of plants are there, okay. Plant that requires nothing but okay, more amount of water. Plant that requires nothing but okay what? Okay, medium amount of water. Plant that is requiring nothing but okay what? Very high amount of nothing but okay, very high amount of water. So these type of plants are referred as what? Hydrophytes. These plants are referred as hydrophytes. The one which require medium water is referred as a mesophyte, and then one which requires very less water is referred as what? Xerophyte. Okay, one which requires very less water is going to be referred as a xerophyte. Okay, so you have hydrophyte, you have nothing but okay mesophyte, and you have nothing but okay xerophytes. Okay, so these are nothing but okay what? These are nothing but okay different types of what? Different types of nothing but okay plants that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Fine. So what are the plants, okay, that are okay what called as a hydrophytes? Like phytoplanktons, okay, planktons, okay, that survives in okay water, okay, that are called as a phytoplanktons. Okay, xerophyte, which survives in less water. Cactus, desert plant, okay, cactus is okay what? Xerophytic plants. Okay, mesophytes, like mango can be a mesophytic plants, okay, requires not neither too much water nor nothing but okay too less water, okay, that is okay there. Clear? So you have hydrophyte, you have nothing but okay mesophyte, as well as nothing but okay the xerophyte. These are okay what? These are okay how the water is acting as what? Water is acting as a limiting factor. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So okay, write down regarding the second part. Okay, water you added. The water can act as a limiting factor. The water can act as a limiting factor as certain plants requires more water and can survive in aquatic habitat. Requires more water and can survive in aquatic habitat due to air storing capacity. Due to air storing capacity, while certain plants requires very dry region, as they are modified and adapted to low water conditions. Modified and adapted to low water conditions. For example, desert plants okay, have waxy or thick leaves or no leaves to minimize transpiration. Desert plant have waxy or thick leaves or no leaves to minimize transpiration. While they have increased root growth. To capture water from the ground. Increase root growth to capture water from the ground. Hence, water can act as a limiting factor. Clear? Okay, you have written no? Hydrophyte, mesophyte, xerophyte, you have written no? Or shall I give definition? Okay, fine. So this is how you are going to get nothing but okay, water as a limiting factor. Can you answer second? Second. Option D. Yes, okay. So hard and waxy leaves. Just now we discussed, okay, what the plant, okay, have. They have a waxy leaves, okay, or they have nothing but, okay, what? No leaves, okay, almost tiny leaves, okay. They have very tiny leaves, okay. Fine. Generally, you see what leaves will have a greater surface area. So you'll see, okay, leaves having greater surface area. The more area the leaves will have, more loss of transpiration will happen. Tiny leaves means what? Very less area. So the transpiration, okay, is going to minimize. So either they'll have hard and waxy leaf that minimizes loss of water, or they have a tiny leaves. Or we discussed, okay, sometimes, okay, they will have no leaves, like cactus. Cactus has what? Thorn, okay, that is okay there. They do not have a leaves. They, okay, what? You know that leaves, what it does? It is where photosynthesis takes place. So in case of, okay, what? In case of nothing but, okay, those plants where leaves are not there, photosynthesis is taken by whom? Taken by the stems. Okay, so who performs the photosynthesis? Stem performs nothing but, okay, photosynthesis, where, okay, plant do not have a leaves, okay, that is okay there. Clear? So all three are, okay, what? All three are nothing but, okay, mechanism, okay, by which, okay, desert plants are something that are adapting to that conditions. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So that's why we have written over here what? Okay. So that's why we have written that, okay, they have, okay, which type of leaf? They have nothing but, okay, hard and waxy leaves, okay, or they have nothing but, okay, okay, what? Thick and waxy leaves, okay, that you are having. And, okay, they will also have, okay, no leaves, okay, and high root growth. This is how the desert plants are absorbing to what? Desert plant are absorbing to the dry climatic conditions. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? Next, okay, what can act as a limiting factor is what? The third factor that we have is a salinity. Okay, the third factor that we have is a salinity. Salinity can also act as what? Salinity can also act as a limiting factor. Okay, so as we discussed, there are certain plants, okay, which can survive only in what? Certain plants which can survive only in fresh water. There are certain plants which can survive in salt water also. Like we discussed, mangrove plants. Mangrove plants can survive in which type of water also? Salt water also. Similarly, there are certain organisms. There are certain organisms which can survive only in what? Only in, okay, narrow range of salinity. Narrow range of salinity means salinity should not vary much. Okay. Well, there are organisms that survives in case of nothing but, okay, wide range of salinity. Salinity can vary much. Okay. So that type of, okay, organisms are called as what? Euryhaline. While this type of organisms are called as a stenohaline. Okay. So organism that can, okay, what? That can, okay, survive only in a narrow range of salinity are called as what? Stenohaline. Organisms that can survive in a wide range of salinity are called as what? Are called as nothing but, okay, euryhaline. Okay, like crabs. Crabs are euryhaline. They can survive, okay, what? They can survive in a wide range of salinity. Okay, there are certain fishes like goldfish, okay, or coral reefs. Okay, they can survive only in what? They can survive in nothing but, okay, narrow range of salinity that is okay there. Okay, so that's why, okay, salinity can also act as a limiting factor. Okay, you can see, okay, organism can survive in a high salinity condition also, or less salinity condition also, or organism can survive only in a okay, narrow salinity conditions, okay, that is okay there, clear? So those two terms you keep in mind, urihaline and stenohaline. Just note down the definition. Urihaline means what? Urihaline means, okay, organism that can tolerate wide range of salinity. Stenohaline means what? Organism that can tolerate narrow range of salinity. Which one? Steno, S-T-E-N-O, stenohaline. Stenohaline. Organism that can tolerate high salinity is called as what? Is called as a urihaline. Organism that can tolerate less salinity is called as a stenohaline. Hmm? Wide range. Wide range of salinity is EU. Urihaline. EURY. Urihaline. So urihaline can tolerate, as we discussed, is what? Wide range. Okay, while stenohaline is okay, what? Going to tolerate at a narrow range. So this is what, okay, you have to keep in mind with regard to what? With regard to, okay, the urihaline and stenohaline. Wherever the term uri will come, it means what? Wide range. Okay, wherever the term steno will come, what will happen? It means narrow range. Okay, like we are going to discuss temperature also. Okay, so their temperature also we are going to discuss uri and steno. So uri means what? Wide range. Steno means what? Narrow range. Okay, haline means what? Haline indicates salinity. Haline indicate what? Salinity. So urihaline means what? Wide range of salinity. Stenohaline means what? Narrow range of salinity. That is okay there. Clear? Fine. Similarly, as we discussed, temperature can act as what? Temperature can act as a limiting factor. Temperature can act as a limiting factor. Again, organism that can survive as what? Organism that can survive in wide range of temperature. Organism that can survive in wide range of temperature, those are going to be referred as what? Eurythermal. And that can survive in narrow range of temperature, that are going to be referred as what? That are going to be referred as a stenothermal. So thermal indicate what? Thermal indicate temperature. Uri means wide range. Okay, so wide range of temperature or narrow range of temperature. So temperature can act as a limiting factor. So any examples? Okay, as we discussed, goldfish. Goldfish is an example of eurythermal. Okay, your goldfish is an example of eurythermal. Corals are example of what? Stenothermals. Okay, corals are example of stenothermals. So corals can survive only in narrow range of temperature. Okay, while okay you see nothing but okay uri means okay they can survive in a wide range of temperature. Okay, so eurythermal and stenothermal. Fine. Eurythermal is okay your goldfish. Okay, and coral reefs are what? Coral reefs are example of stenothermal. Yeah. Now, how temperature will okay act as a limiting factor? Because temperature decides your metabolism. It determines your metabolism. It determines your tolerance level. Tolerance hence affects your distribution. Hence affects your distribution. So it determines your metabolism. It determines your tolerance level, tolerance to temperature, and that's why it affects your distribution. There are certain organisms which can't tolerate what? Very cold temperature. There are certain organisms which can't tolerate very high temperature. Okay, that is okay there. And okay, metabolism. What is metabolism means? What the term metabolism means? Whatever the food, okay, that you are eating is breaking down in your body, no, that is okay. What? That is okay through metabolic process. Okay, metabolic process is responsible for what? Growth of an organism, digestions, okay, other things. So all processes that are taking in your body is called as a metabolic process. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? For example, under the humans, okay, what is okay the how the metabolic process is impacted under the humans? How metabolic process are impacted? How metabolic process are impacted? When you have a fever, let's say, okay, when you have a fever, okay, 101 degree, 102-degree fevers, okay, sometimes you have. Are you able to function normally? No. Why you are not able to function normally? Huh? Yeah, your metabolic process are something that are impacted. Okay, so your metabolic process is something that is okay impacted. Why? Because your body temperature is a constant temperature. Human has which type of temperature? Constant temperature. Okay, you have 98.6 degree Fahrenheit or 37 degrees Celsius. This is called as what? This is called as your body temperature. If body temperature goes beyond this, increases beyond this or decreases beyond this, then what will happen? Okay, your enzymes, your hormones will not work properly in your body, and your metabolic activity is going to be nothing but okay impacted. Okay, so any decline in temperature or any increase in temperature can impact, okay, what can impact nothing but okay your survival. That is okay. That's why excessive cold you can't survive, excessive hot or condition also you can't survive. Okay, because your metabolic process are going to be impacted. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So that's why you have okay concept of cold-blooded animal and warm-blooded animal. Okay, what is cold-blooded and what is warm-blooded? What is cold-blooded? What is warm-blooded? So organism which have a constant body temperature, okay, those are okay. What? Those are nothing but okay warm-blooded. Their body temperature do not change with surrounding temperature. Okay, that type of organisms are called as a warm-blooded organisms. Okay, organism whose body temperature what changes with nothing but okay surrounding temperature. Those organisms are going to be referred as what? Those organisms are going to be referred as a okay cold-blooded animals. Okay, so organism whose body temperature do not change with what? Surrounding temperature, that are called as a warm blooded. Like human temperature do not change with the surrounding temperature. Let's say surrounding temperature is 45 degree, your body temperature is how much? 37 degree. What will happen in this case? If let's say summer season are there, surrounding temperature is how much? 45 degree, your body temperature is how much? 37 degree. So what will happen in this case? Heat will what? Heat will flow. Heat always flow from where to where? Higher body temperature to lower body temperature. Okay, so heat transfer will takes place from here to here. So your body will absorb heat. Okay, when our body will absorb heat, what will happen? Because heat transfer is taking place from environment to your body. Okay, so your body will start absorbing heat. Okay, that is okay there. When body will start absorbing heat, what will happen? Temperature will go above what? Temperature will go above nothing but okay 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degrees Celsius. So what your body does? What your body does? Okay, you start sweating. Okay, sweating okay reduces what? Okay, perspiration. Sweating reduces what? Reduces your nothing but okay body temperature, because sweating lead to what? Lead to nothing but okay water. When water evaporates, what will happen? Okay, your body temperature nothing but okay reduces. That's why when you come under the fan, okay, sweat evaporates and you feel what? Cooling down. Okay, you feel relief. Okay, that is okay there. So what you see is okay, this is a body mechanism to maintain a constant temperature. When okay, what will happen is okay, what? When temperature, your body is absorbing extra temperature, then what will happen? Okay, you start okay perspiring, you start sweating, so that okay you maintain a constant temperature. That is okay there. Clear? And similarly, if too cold temperature are there, let's say 10 degrees Celsius is there, then what will happen? Then will your heat transfer will takes place from where to where? Okay, from your body to the surrounding, because surrounding temperature is less, your body temperature is high. So heat transfer will takes place from where to where? From your body to nothing but okay surrounding. That is okay there. You start losing heat. When you start losing heat, what will happen? Your body temperature will decrease. So again, as we discussed, if body temperature decreases, okay, you will not be able to function properly. That's why you wear a lot of clothes, winter clothes, okay, so that heat is trapped. Heat is not being okay released to nothing but okay environment. Okay, that is okay there. So this is something that you are finding with regard to what? With regard to nothing but okay, mechanism. Okay, how the body nothing but okay functions. So we are warm-blooded animal. Warm-blooded animal means okay, we are maintaining our a constant body temperature, that is okay there. Clear? So there should not be okay what? There should not be change in our body temperature with change in what? Change in surrounding temperature, that is okay there. Okay, so what are the okay examples of cold-blooded animals? What are the examples like reptiles? Okay, you have okay, which are the reptiles? Any reptiles example you can give? Yeah. Okay. So okay, those are okay. What? Those are cold-blooded animals. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So those are cold-blooded animals. Humans are which type of animals? Warm-blooded animals. Okay, that is okay there. So just write down this point also: warm-blooded and cold-blooded. The warm-blooded animals, the warm-blooded animals do not change. The warm-blooded animals do not change their body temperature with the surrounding temperature, body temperature with the surrounding temperature, with the surrounding temperature. Okay, surrounding temperature. They maintain constant body temperature. They maintain constant body temperature. Okay, constant body temperature. They generate their own internal heat. They generate their own internal heat to regulate body temperature. They generate own internal heat to regulate their body temperature. That's why also referred as endotherm. Okay, that's why also referred as endotherm. Endotherm. Okay, because of which they have higher metabolic rates. Hmm?
They generate their own internal temperature
That's why they are referred as endotherm.
to regulate body temperature.
That's why they are referred as endotherm, and they have higher metabolic rate. They have higher metabolic rate. For example, birds and mammals. For example, birds and mammals. Those are referred as what? Okay, those are referred as your okay warm-blooded. Second, you write down cold-blooded. Their body temperature change. Their body temperature change with the surrounding temperature. Their body temperature change with surrounding temperature, and they rely on external source. And they rely on external source to regulate their body temperature. They rely on external source to regulate their body temperature. They generally have lower metabolic rates. They generally have lower metabolic rates. Lower metabolic rates. Lower metabolic rates. Clear? For example, reptiles, amphibians, fishes, most fishes you write down, not all fishes, most fishes are ectotherm. ECTO. Reptiles, amphibians, and most fishes. Most fishes are ectotherm. Okay, ectotherm. So we also use the term endo and ecto. Ecto means what? Outside. Endo means what? Within. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So as we discussed, okay, humans are okay regulating their own body temperature through internal heat. Okay, through internal heat, you are maintaining this particular temperature. That's why you require what? That's why you require what? You require more food. Okay, if food is not going in your body, then what will happen? heat will not be generated. When heat will not be generated, what will happen? You can't maintain your own body temperature and you will die off. Okay, well, okay, the other organism can survive for a longer. Cold-blooded animal can survive for a longer period of time because they have a lower metabolic rate. Okay, they don't require nothing but what they don't require nothing but much of nothing but the much of food. Okay, normal food. Okay, they can survive. Okay, because they are cold-blooded. Okay, to maintain heat you require more energy. To maintain heat you require more energy, and that's why you require nothing but more amount of food. Okay, that's why birds, mammals, they requires nothing but more amount of energy to survive. Okay, that is clear. So here what is acting as a limiting factor? Temperature is acting as a limiting factor. So this what these are the limiting factors you have to keep in mind, and these are terms you have to keep in mind. Okay, endotherm, ectotherm, cold-blooded, warm-blooded. Okay, then we have eurythermal, stenothermal. Okay, discuss auroral, vesperal, diurnal, nocturnal. Okay, these terms. Okay, whatever we have discussed, you have to remember these particular terms. Okay, that are there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So what we try to cover today is what we try to cover today: concept of ecosystem, concept of environment, concept of ecology, biodiversity, biosphere, habitat concept. Okay, then we discuss classification of whom, classification of ecosystem. Then we discuss component of whom, ecosystem. Component can be biotic and component can be abiotic factor. And we discuss different factors are acting as a limiting factor. So one factor we discuss is what? Light. The second factor we discuss is what? Okay, temperature. Third we discuss is water. Fourth we discuss is what? Salinity. So those are the factors that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So rest we'll take up in the tomorrow's class. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Okay, anybody having any doubt?
No.
Okay, fine. Thank you for
Hey.